So prior to 1970, women actually had different rules because we thought that females, through our reproductive system, we were fragile when we had our periods. I get it. Most of the doctors back then were male. They had no idea what the heck a period was. So they're like, whoa, she's bleeding. Don't let her play sports. Don't let her ride a horse. Don't let her do these things because like maybe her uterus will fall out. Like true story. That's what they did. They made gymnasiums where they would limit the amount of spectators. So let's say you're a female basketball player and they're like, we don't want too many fans because they might get you too happy and then you may overexert yourself. It's like, whew, we're fragile, right? So literally, this is up until the 1970s. That's really not that long ago. Like some of your parents, like most of your parents were not that during that time. Exactly, not that long ago. So when we start and think about, okay, back then, all of our females, it was pretty hard because our females were like, hey, pretty sure I can keep running when I have my period. Like I hear what you're saying, but I don't feel that way. So all of our females started to become more educated. And we said up till 1970, we had Title IX. And we're like, hey, we want to play sports just like the guys because just because you think that we shouldn't doesn't mean that we don't want to. We're still competitive. That doesn't mean that we're less of a girl. And there was fear with that because if you let a girl become competitive, that was a society where not a lot of females were that competitive. And that would maybe mean that, are they going to start taking roles away from the guys? So when you start and think, okay, why do all these females then, why aren't we exposing them to strength training? 1970, we said, okay, equal opportunities. It took all the way up until 1980 for the NCAA to say, okay, you guys can play with us. You know, it's not just going to be a guys competition league. Girls can do it too. In 1980, the science of strength training started to come out and that we realized, all right, strength training actually isn't dangerous. It actually helps you become more powerful. But remember, there's still this idea that females shouldn't be that powerful. And females are never going to be as good as the guys, so why are we going to give them this thing too? So, more females are playing competitive sport. By 1990, it is now we're stating ACL injuries in female athletes are an epidemic. But when you look at that, you see back in 1990, males were exposed to strength training, but not females. And it's like, okay, you can say, is it because we're trying to hold females back, or it's also because there's some misinformation out there and that the sport of bodybuilding started to come out and that presented a pretty muscular female. Unfortunately, not a lot of us understood that doesn't happen unless you want that to happen. If you want to become a good athlete, you're not training to become a bodybuilder. We're training you to become an athlete. That means you have to learn how to move your body. So fast forward to 2019, in studies in high school, more than 50% of male high school students are required to strength train, on average around 3 times per week, and around 60% of them do that year round. You know how many females are required to strength train? Less than 10%. ACL injuries are still now at ever rising injury rate that keep occurring in our females. Perhaps it's because we're not giving them the one tool that we know through science is the superior preventative measure to reduce overuse injuries. So that's something we have to stop and actually think about, because I get it. I grew up too thinking strength training was for guys. Like when you went to high school and to the gym, or you looked at the weight room, the football players got it first. So okay, duh, of course we think it's for guys. It's not. It's an athlete thing. Your sport is stressful. Playing your sport does not get your body prepared for the high stresses of competitive sport. There's a science to it. There's a big difference between working out and being healthy and doing a workout. You're like, yeah, I got sweaty, that felt good. And then training, where you say, okay, I want to be able to jump higher. So you have to think about that. Higher jumps require greater amount of force produced. I had to tell my body, hey, I need you to produce more force. How do you do that? First, you have to learn our movement patterns, because the moment that you learn how to move more muscles and coordination, more muscles are working, and now you produce more force. Awesome. Now we're getting those movement patterns, we're understanding them. It's a motor skill. Now as we improve those motor skills, we can also improve our strength in those skills. So as I'm squatting, and I understand, oh, that's how I brace my core, that's how I use my entire leg, and I get all the way down below parallel. Now I'm getting that stronger. Now I'm producing more force. Now I start using that strength in higher velocity movements, such as Olympic weightlifting, a snatch, and a clean and jerk. I'm understanding how to produce more force at faster velocities. Now I'm more powerful. Now I'm jumping higher. But that's a systematic process. You can't just go in and say, today I'm gonna do jumps and that's gonna make me jump higher. No, you're just gonna keep jumping the same way that you're jumping. You have to train your body, and that's the biggest difference. If you just wanna be healthy, I love it. Go to the gym, do whatever you love, but if you wanna become an athlete and improve and have a goal and reach that goal, you have to have a program. You have to train with a goal, with a purpose. You gotta show up when you don't feel like it, because that's how that stuff works.